For those of you who didn't know, the UCKG Help Centre operates a 24-hour helpline out of its North London headquarters in Finsbury Park. Today, I'm going to speak to someone who knows this project better than anyone else, a long-time volunteer at the church who's worked in the helpline for several years. Hello everyone. Today I will be interviewing one of the veterans of the UCKG Help Centre, Mrs. Julie Tedeschi. I'm glad I have this opportunity to interview you. What is it about the helpline that makes it so special, that makes it so unique? Why was the helpline set up?
The helpline was set up to help people who had various kind of problems. And they found that the people they spoke to were suicidal, depressed, had various kinds of problems in their families. So one of the things that they thought of doing, which they did, is to speak to people on the phone. Someone would call and they didn't have to see anyone face to face.
I think there's something comforting about it when you speak to someone that you don't know as well, someone neutral.
We find that someone who's telling you their problems, they'll tell you everything.
Yes.
And they feel comfortable telling you because they don't have to look into your eyes. They don't have to see the expression on your face or anything like that. I remember one time when there was a pastor who rushed to save someone, to help someone who was at the edge of the building trying to jump.
Wow.
She called from where she was saying that she's going to jump. And we called the pastor of the church close by, and he went there and he talked her down.
Wow.
Yes, that kind of calls that we get. So when we speak to them as a person with a problem, rather than speaking to the person as though every single situation is the same.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we need to let everyone know, how long have you been in the helpline?
I've been in the helpline now for almost 18 years.
18 years.
Yes.
What has kept you going for these nearly 18 years?
On a day-to-day basis, it's a fulfilling job, fulfilling to try and help people. It makes all the difference. It does make a difference, so that you can see that what you've said to them, what they've said to you, the conversation you have, that's what keeps me coming, because the kind of work that we do here is totally different from any other work. And I love this job because it's not a job for me. It's a way of life for me.
Yeah, I like that. What would you say has been some of the success stories? Like being able to see them gradually develop, work, do whatever they needed to do, and now they've accomplished something. Is there, 1 or 10 stories you can tell us?
There's a mum whose son passed away, and she found, while she was cleaning up his belongings, she found a leaflet and she called the helpline. And I spoke to her, and she was going through her own traumas, losing her only child, who was a boy. And her life is much, much better. She's not depressed. I wouldn't say that she got over the death of her son, but she's happier dealing with it now.
Yeah.
There's one young lady who called the helpline, and she was having problems with sleeping. She was depressed. She was having problems at work with work colleagues, and she was even passed over several times for promotion, even though she could do the job. She was university educated, and she did the job for a lot of years. And when she called, I spoke to her, and we worked with her. And now she's got a better job. She no longer has depression. She can sleep very well, and she's happy in her job.
Would you say there has been an increase or a decrease or the same of the number of calls, contacts that we've had to deal with at the helpline?
Well, we get lots of people who are anxious about the way things are going. They're afraid of the pandemic. And because they have to stay indoors by themselves in the lockdown, they don't know what to do. They haven't got relatives and friends around them, so they're anxious, and many of them are depressed. So we try and help them. We speak to them, we pray for them, and we try and help them.
Has there been anyone, just to have an idea, has there been anyone who says, look, I live by myself, I just want someone to talk to? Have you had any such calls?
Lots. A lot.
I can imagine.
Yes. They called over and over again to talk. The helpline was created for people who are suffering. It doesn't matter what age you are, what religion you are, what color you are. It does not matter. We are here to help everyone.
Thank you very much for this opportunity to speak to you, Julie, because it has been very enlightening knowing about the work of the Helpline, and it's, as we've discovered, it's just wonderful. It's actually a service that you're rendering to the community, and I think it's a fantastic job.
Well, it was a pleasure to actually let people know what the Helpline does.
So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and I think we'll leave you with some details now. For those who do not know, the number for the Helpline is 020-7686-6000, and the website is
www.uckg.org.
Thank you very much. Take care, guys.